Hello, hello, hello. I wanted to film this video outside this time round, but it is half term. I forgot it's half term, and that means that the entire United Kingdom goes on holiday for a week. So it was very busy over the park this morning, and there's so much building work outside my house and my street right now that I can't film in the car. So I'm back indoors. It's so funny when I look at myself on my viewfinder. I feel like Hades. My hair is just, it's all over the place today. It just... So last week I asked you guys for your questions and I've got them all here. Don't know if you can see. So right, let's do this. This person's asked, what would I say to teen Becky that's just started YouTube? Stop erring and umming.
Hello. Thanks for listening.
To be fair though, YouTube then was quite different. We would just sit and vlog for 10 minutes with no jump cuts. So it was quite normal. Whereas now I do still but I tend to cut around them more. Okay, so maybe I just tell my younger self to cut the ums out. There we go. The next person asks, what books am I currently reading? Well, I have just started The Girl on the Train. I'd like to read this before I go and see the film, especially as it's set in the UK, whereas I think the film is in America somewhere. Now the next thing I'm reading is a book I've read before, and it's quite an old book. It's called The Relationships Revolution, and it's a Christian book about relationships and sexuality and gender, etc. I've had this since the early noughties, and it was kind of like a guidebook for me growing up, and I just want to reread it for my own personal stuff. So yeah, that's that. I have a thing about throwing things over my shoulder. I'm so sorry. The next question is, who am I voting for? Now, I assume you're talking about the election going on in America very, very shortly. And of course, living here, I can't vote. I don't think there's any voting or elections of any kind in the UK right now. We've already done the EU referendum. That really worries me. I am nervous for the future of myself and the future of everybody around me. Whilst I'm sort of dabbling on politics, I'd say if you are in a position to vote, use your vote, because in the majority of cases, every vote matters. We owe it to the people that fought and died for the right to vote. Goodness, I'm waffling. Right, let's change question. Now, when I was on my computer and saw the next question, my eyes went boom, and I was just like, whoa, what? The question is, am I excited about the new Enigma album? And as a major fan of Enigma, I was like, since when is there a new album? I spent the next half an hour doing as much research as possible and listening to all the snippets that I could find. So yeah, I am mega, mega excited. A little bit worried because I spent the last 15 years or so being addicted to the albums that they've produced during that period. So to have something new come along is quite rare and it's weird. So when it comes to Enigma, I'm a bit nervous. I want them to match what they used to do. Oh my goodness, yeah. The next question you guys ask me a lot, but what's interesting about it is it constantly changes. So this person's asked if I could go anywhere in the world, where would I go? And the answer right now would be to Denmark, because I just read this. I can't pronounce this, I am so sorry. And after finishing this, I had a sudden urge to just change my life and go somewhere happy, such as Denmark. I'd love to do a video on this because it was just such a lovely book, actually. I love the cover as well. It reminds me of Rapunzel, you know, tangled with the lanterns. So yeah, I'm not going to throw that over my shoulder because it's such a nice book, so I'm just going to carefully place it. There we go. Right, next question is, how is Jennifer doing? Oh, I'm fine. I was just on the landing waiting for Rebecca to stop vlogging. No, I haven't gone to Narnia. No, I'm not married, but yes, I'm still looking. She doesn't live here at the moment, but the whole family's come home for half term. It's a nightmare. Shut up, it's not your house. It's like, there are people in every room right now. The noise is just... And she's a pain in the arse. Oi! Actually, Mum, Dad and Ellie have popped out, hence why I'm vlogging. But still, it's hard to vlog with the noise.
It could be worse though.
But I'm trying my best. Right, next question is, what was my favourite stuffed toy growing up? Well, I have two. I have Doggy, and Puffy. They're very random. Lots of you that were born in the 90s might recognise this doll. You would always catch me walking around with them like this, holding them like this. She didn't come with this dress, it's a bit like a doll. You dress them up. I love the way I'm just showing you her undergarments. Sorry, Puffy. There's a book, I think, called Dogger that has a stuffed toy just like this. It's very, very similar. So I think that's why we named him Doggy. And he was a TY originally, believe it or not. These have been in my wardrobe for the last year and a half. It's so weird to have them in my hands again. They feel too small. Right, love them. There's a few other really awesome questions, but I think my family are just about to come indoors, so I'm gonna have to stop filming. Darn my family. I love them really, yeah. This has been a very quick video and I hope it's been okay. If you have any questions, leave them downstairs, or you can tweet me on Twitter with that, and I can find it there. Let your imaginations run wild, and I will try and do my best. Hopefully at some point I'm going to do an art Q&A, so if you have any art questions, throw them at me. I have my art channel, so I might as well use it for art stuff. Oh, art channel's there, by the way, if you didn't know. Dun dun dun, putting in my plugs at the end. I'm rushing. I'm sort of worried how I'm coming across lately, but I have really enjoyed filming this, and I hope that's come across. I'm now going to go and disappear and let my parents in before they start banging on the door. We have no doorbell, so I will see you soon.